Okay, so I want to do a really quick video because I'm in the middle of working and I finally have some focus in it, but I've been realizing that I have this chasing energy coming up. And it's like really, compared to how I used to feel with the chasing energy, where it would just come up and I couldn't, it was almost like uncontrollable. I feel like this is valuable. It's a matter of just sitting in it. It's just sitting in it until it dissipates. So I have this chasing energy that comes up. It's coming up mild, much more mild than it was. It's like training yourself and realizing that the whole journey is about bringing myself back to me, bringing importance back to my life. So there are all of these things that I need, that I'm doing, work-wise. I have a whole list of things that I need to be doing this morning. I intended on being home all day and working on my projects and things that I need to get done for making a living. I made cookies, oatmeal cookies. They're really good. But I was intending on staying home today, but my son woke up with a toothache that started last night. So I had to take him into town. And then when I already took him into town, so I went with him on a few errands, which was important. Also important for our relationship. Because this last year, I've been I've been on this journey, and it takes a toll. It takes a toll on everything and everybody. And I feel like a lot of things also in the relationship between me and my children have kind of, everything, when you're on this journey, it takes over your whole being. And a lot of things have fallen, in between. And also, my children, because my children were always like the front runners in my life. The most important. And I feel like since I've been on this journey, and maybe a little bit longer, because there was all sorts of things I've been going through. I think it's since I've been on this journey, my children have kind of, they felt it. They felt it because there's so much going on that it like takes over your whole being. I don't even need to say more. Whoever's on this journey understands exactly what I'm talking about. And so this morning, in the just being, not without that added pressure, the chasing pressure or running pressure, like running. There's like this, the energy feels like running. You feel like running. And so that has kind of every single lesson that I go through. It's like every time that that I rise to a new plateau, like I get to a new level, that chasing energy is lower and lower and lower. And I understand that on this journey, that is, you're never missing out on anything. It's the journey. You are exactly where you need to be. So there often you feel like this sense of missing out. I need to be doing something else, or I have to be out, or there's a sense of like this energy that is the chasing energy or running energy, or I don't even know. Like that is the closest that I can get to explaining it in words. It's like a chasing energy. And what I realized that if you just sit in it, I bring my focus back to my work. I used to live by lists. I used to have lists and lists and lists of things, like constant lists, so many lists that there was no way that I could get to everything that was on my list. And I'll show you my list. It's pretty long this morning. This is my list this morning, and I'm still getting things that are added onto it. But I just decided that I'm just going to be like that. I'm just going to do the list, do the list, do the list. I have this chasing energy that came up in me, and I'm just dissipating it. I'm just continuing to do my list, and what I noticed is that once I take my focus and start putting it on something in my work, which is where I need to be focused right now, because I want to take my life, and I'm shifting my life now. Also in meditation, in meditation, I'm doing a guided meditation that is actually my twins' guided meditation, and I am. I'm doing a guided meditation, and I'm shifting my life into the life that I want. And I realize that in doing so, not only do I need to keep my calm, it's so hot here, I'm putting bananas in the fridge. Not only do I need to keep my calm about me, but I also need to create revenues for whatever is coming to come in on. So I can't just be, I have to allow myself the place. It's also kind of like taking responsibility. On the one hand, it's doing meditation and allowing things to come in on a flow, on a natural flow. But on the other hand, it's kind of paradoxical. It's kind of like a paradox. I also have to create, and I have to be proactive, and I have to be responsible, and I have to create movement in my life in order for the divine to come in. And there has to be, I guess you would call like an abundance. There's an abundance river, a river of abundance, and I have to somehow connect myself to it to allow some of the river to flow through me as well. And in order to do that, I can't just be like this all day long, running or chasing. I have to bring myself down into a place of focus. And then when I come into a place of focus and inspiration, then I can allow everything to flow in. So this is just a really short, I feel like it's valuable because it's the realization of sitting in it, just sitting in it. When that chasing energy comes up, it passes. Once you tell the universe, I'm not missing out on anything. I'm exactly where I need to be. Whatever is mine will flow to me naturally by the nature of things and by the natural course of things. And once I truly understand this and say it and then just sit in the chasing energy, it dissipates. It's like you could call it like a little demon coming in from the side telling you run, 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 run. And when you tell it, I'm not going to run no matter what, then it has to kind of go away because there's no place for it. It understands that it's kind of like when you give up any kind of addiction, like an addiction of smoking. You have the urge to smoke and it comes up and you don't act on it. You just sit in it. You breathe through it and you allow it to be, and eventually you just quit noticing it and it just kind of goes away until it completely disappears. And then you are free of the addiction. And it kind of feels like that. It feels to me like it works on the same pattern. These patterns, when you're able to find patterns in the universe, you can use them to your benefit, and you can use them to manipulate. Manipulate's not a bad word. Manipulate your own life, into the direction that you want to take your life. So I'm just sitting in it. I have plans later. I'm going to take my dogs. I'm going to go do something later. And, I'm going to go either down to the beach or I don't know. We'll figure it out later when later comes. Right now, I'm not even focused on that. Right now, I am focused on getting this list done and creating some kind of revenue, even if it's just something small. Even if I just am able to do something small. I have some painting that I want to do today for my parents, which is, that's work for that's not even building anything. That's just straight selling my time and making some revenue. So that's just a quick, you can that I feel is like peanuts. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here and continue on my thing. So thank you for watching.